I wanted to talk about my former acting career. Or should I just say my former career? I just got out of the shower. Yeah. Cough-aholic again, remember? Previous videos. What have I been doing today? Back then I went to a concert and I got a John Legend t-shirt. This morning, to bring memories back, I listened to my John Legend CD. I forgot in my favorites who I like to listen to. There were so many things I like, so many singers, so much music. I just can't bring the whole everything I like in one big video. Like I said before, I have short of 9 minutes and I wanted to talk about my former acting career. I got scouted at a mall and then I signed up and I became an actress, but an extra. I signed up with a few labels, but only one took me. I paid them $40 a month. I did the background on CSI, Law and Order. I was in the audience on Maury, some game shows I don't know, the People's Courts numerous times. I have a picture and somewhere stacked in my wallet of Judge Leon. My mom's named Marilyn too. How odd is that? And in the audience, her ex-boyfriend from like 30 years ago was there on being a plaintiff, and this woman he beat up was a defendant. And it was funny because he used to beat my mother and give her a black eye. Long story short, my mom did the People's Court with me, but on the extras I did it alone. I did The Sopranos, CSI, New York. Let me think. I was in Precious, and they cut my part out. I was so pissed off. What can I say about that? I bite my nails and fingers when I get nervous. What can I say? But some of my coworkers, I had an enemy named Simon and a comedian friend named Annie. And they liked each other, and she told me I couldn't speak to Gene Roberts because he cheated on her with his manager who was his wife. And then there was a big fight. Simon hated me and he used to make fun of me, made my life a living hell. So I went to the head of Leah. And things got rocky from there. I was getting a commercial shoot. And I didn't know Simon. Annie told me this. Simon told one of the PA's, production assistants, that I was dirty. I was clean that day. I was in a uniform for whatever the Verizon commercial wanted me to, and I fell into a puddle of mud. And I got out and I was sleeping, and he noted all that and he recorded it and showed my agent. My agent called me and said, "You keep doing this, Elisa, you're getting fired." I was like, yeah, sure. Leah yells at everyone. She threatens to fire everyone. So many people got fired by her. I'm not giving out the name of the company, but the other one was Stanley Kaplan, and they closed down. Stanley was a bastard. All his clients, all his people and managers used to walk around scouting people, and my nail polish was chipping, and that's why they wouldn't pick me. I did tons of auditions, and then I got sick in November of 2009, and I didn't know why I was sick, but this was before I found out I was pregnant. And I went on the job for a Law and Order, not an SVU. The ones I did were SVU. I did criminal intent. I got 2 waivers, 3 I'd be in the union, but I don't want to be in the union. I don't care that their food is better. I could buy my own fucking panini in the city. They're really good. That's another good thing about the city, I should say. Their delis and sandwiches are great. And their Sabare hot dog stands. That hot dog smell, pew, I love it. Why did I say pew? I meant, wow-wee! Woo! Steam. I saw a lot of places in the city, and they filmed at a museum. And we did Ghost Town. I think Ricky Gervais, however you say his name, that British heavyset guy was in it. And I was at the end to say, "Glenn, stop!" All of us. And they cut that part out too. The only part, I mean, if they're going to cut all my parts out, what's the point of being an extra? I was making money for nothing, and traveling, so I had to pay 40 to make like 75 to 200, depending on the hours. I went on a cell phone, the Nokia commercial. I came back for 3 auditions and lost. At least I knew I was a good screamer. I had to make believe I was running away from a monster. I had a panic attack on 2010. I didn't know I was pregnant, and I had a panic attack, and I missed a bus. When they said meet at 44th Street, I misheard it and thought 34th Street. I missed the bus, and I took a taxi home, and I said, I think it's time to quit. I got sick of Leah, the manager, screaming at me, and Gillian, not giving out last names because privacy reasons. I pissed at them, and Leah called me that her baby is better than my baby, and whatever. And she said I harassed her when someone went on my Facebook and did it. And what can I say? I called them to say I was quit, but it was a little too late. A letter came right through the door in my mailbox. I was fired. I knew I was getting fired, and that's why I quit. Even had my mom talking. I knew I blew my third shot. She said I am mentally non-stable. All right, that's what Simon says. That's what Simon says. I'm sick in the head. Aren't we all? I mean, I do admit I'm a little weird and different, eccentric and unique, but that's what makes me me. And if I change myself, and I'm not going to be myself, I don't want to be what's not me and change just to make freaking people happy. I don't mean all people, just the jerks. I feel bad I lost my job, and now I want it back. And Divine Management called me 3 times, and I was through, and I had to pay them $100. New Faces is a scam in Long Island, a developmental center. Just warning you, get scouted, the Staten Island Mall, the movie theaters, the Roosevelt Field Mall. Run for dear life. I learned my lesson. Go to Backstage or Craigslist. I had a headshot there and a resume and one offline, and let me tell you, I can get better ones now. Thank you.